Hey, this is Brenda Trott. I'm known locally as the Make Money in Your Sleep girl. And this particular video is to show you what I believe is the fastest and easiest way to get customers for your book writing services. Um, it might sound scary to some, but the truth of the matter is the best way to get offline clients is to actually be offline yourself. So here's just a couple of examples of where I've spent some time offline. You can find networking groups during the day, during the evening. This happened to be an evening one. I think you can see I'm holding some alcoholic drink there in the middle there. That's me in the purple, and they're often they're a fun time. You don't have to worry about it's actually just part of socializing. There are different types of settings. This one's a lunch setting, and there's another one here that could be another after hours. And as you can tell, most of these photos, people are having fun. They're just getting to know, like, and trust each other. So there's not really anything to be afraid of when it comes to networking. And it is not the only way to get business, but it is definitely the fastest and the easiest way to get offline clients for any part of your offline business. So I was going to show you a few ways that I found these groups and how to get involved in them. And one way that I did that was through the very first one that I think I found was actually through Facebook. And what I did was, let me see if I can close this window here, is I went and just typed in the name of my town in, I raise my screen up, and in the search box just type in the name of your town. So to find a networking group, the very first one that I ever found was called Network Tomball, and it was a networking group that was in my hometown. So I'm going to go ahead and think of another town that we might find a networking group in. We'll just go into your search boxes, and you can actually look for networking groups, but I find that it's easier to type in the name of the town first. So we could say, um, let's see what happens if I type in Boise for Boise, Idaho. If I know how to spell it. Okay, so Boise, Idaho comes up. Nothing really shows as a networking group, so we can try things like Boise entrepreneurs, and hopefully it will tell me how to spell that too. Okay, so Boise State Center for Entrepreneurship might be a resource on finding places. Okay, here's an organization, Idaho chapter. They only have 76 people liking them, so that means they're going to be a nice tight-knit group that you can get started with. Or entrepreneurs organization here as well, an organization club. Okay, another word that you can type in to your Facebook page is, or into your Facebook search, is the actual networking groups. And just kind of see what pops up here. And again, they've got all sorts of ideas for networking groups. And usually if you go to their page, they'll have some kind of resource to tell you when they're meeting. Now, this is the way I got started, and I found a great group. I didn't know what I was doing when I was first getting started, what exact services I was offering, so I had limited myself to just one group, which was good. But once I found out, exactly what it is that I had to offer and what people wanted, I was able to branch out and really get to know some people and make some good friends. And of course, you can use social networking and your email list to keep these types of things, your relationships going, and you don't have to necessarily continue to attend the same things. Just keep your relationships going and make sure that they've had a chance to see you and meet you. So aside from Facebook, another big one that people have heard of before is called the BNI group. This is it's pretty popular, famous group. There is a large entry fee to get into what the BNI groups, but what people don't realize is that when you're in a BNI, let's see if I can show you them a little more of the page there. When you're in a BNI group, um, you're okay. Let me put now, BNI can be a very costly uh, group to join, and they're very strict in that they want to make sure that you show up. And if you don't show up, you send a representative of your business to show up every time they meet. And then you have other homework types of things to go and meet other people. So it's a very, very structured type of group. But what people don't realize is that when you're in a BNI group, or I should say the people who are in a BNI group, are strongly encouraged to bring guests. That means that you can be brought into a BNI group as a guest, and you can introduce yourself and explain to people exactly the types of services that you have without actually joining a BNI group itself. So it is an excellent resource to get to out there, get yourself known and seen and heard. And other ways to well, another way that you can find places to network with people are meetup groups. You can host your own. Uh, there is some cost involved to host your own. I am a sponsor of one such group, but it's with more than one person involved in it. And the truth is that I wouldn't recommend you just start off by opening up your own meetup group. What I would do is find people who are, again, entrepreneurs. You can type it in here, entrepreneur groups. You can type in business networking groups, all those types of things, and they will find you. You can limit it to your city and location. So those are just a few places to find where people are meeting on a regular basis. Now, once you start getting to these places, you have an opportunity usually to have what's called an elevator speech, and you can give a 30-second commercial, and you just tell people what you are, uh, what your name is, what your business name is, and what it is that you offer them. And the other thing that you can do is once you get to start seeing people, a lot of these people will cross over into several groups, and they'll be doing what you're doing into several groups. And then you can move yourself into actually doing a little bit of speaking in front of these groups and explaining what's going on.